Okay guys, so this is going to be the first part of a series of videos where I'm going to be showcasing exotics that I think are underappreciated or underused. Don't get me wrong, I like to throw on Stompies or Ophidians and call it a day too, but there are several other options out there that I think are slept on. The first one I'm going to cover today are the exotic Titan boots, the Peacekeepers. So the Peacekeepers, like I said, are a Titan exotic that revolve around using SMGs. Basically, you get a ton of buffs to your weapon handling and your movement speed while you're using an SMG. So the amount of buffs you get is actually pretty insane. So I'm just going to go through them all right here. So the first thing you get while having an SMG readied is 50 mobility. You also increase your speed by 6.25%. You increase your slide distance by 33%. And you decrease your SMG ADS penalty from 25% to 9%. And you gain 100 handling with a 0.6 times ready or stow duration multiplier. So what this all means is basically when you have an SMG, you run faster, you slide further, you ADS faster, and your handling is maxed. You can swap super fast, you can ADS really fast. Also, one thing I didn't mention is they're granting 40 airborne effectiveness in that new stat that's coming out with the next season. So you get plus 40 to that, which from what I can tell seems to be a lot. I think the Stompies are minus 50, so that just is an example to show that plus 40 actually seems to be like a ton. So if you like playing in the air and you want to use an SMG, definitely looks like this might be the way to go. But like I said, basically while using an SMG, you just have insane buffs. But that's not even the craziest part. And the craziest part is it reloads your stowed SMGs in 1.3 seconds. So every 1.3 seconds, if you have an SMG that's stowed, it's going to reload completely for you. So basically every second, your SMG gets reloaded if it's stowed. So the way you should take advantage of this is actually by using two SMGs at the same time. I know that might sound crazy if you're not familiar with this exotic or you've never used it before, but trust me, it's super strong. Essentially, you can swap between your two SMGs infinitely without having to reload either of them. You can go on some insane sprees just by spamming bullets as long as you are mindful enough to switch between your two SMGs as needed. So you can basically just swap between your two. You can use them sort of as one weapon, just constantly swapping, and if you do it right, you never actually have to reload. So I found that this build is especially strong on the Stasis Titan with the Rhyme aspect that gives you overshield because you can break your own ice from your Glacier Grenade pretty easily since you have near infinite ammo. I also had fun using the Void subclass with Echo of Starvation, which basically gives you Devour when you pick up an orb. I would get Weapons of Light from a bubble and proc Devour when I grabbed the orbs from it, and then you can just go on a rampage with the SMGs. I also found Harmony to be really good as far as perks go because you're constantly swapping between your two SMGs, so when you get a kill with one SMG and then swap to the other one, it gets Harmony procs, which is a damage buff and a stability buff. So it's just a buffed up SMG even more, especially since SMGs already kill so fast, you can just laser people and there's really nothing they can do, especially when you have Harmony procs. And also, you don't necessarily have to run double SMGs. It could still be really good with a sniper or even a Witherhoard. I know Witherhoard is a bit of an odd pick, but it actually works really well with this build since it also has an auto-loading holster and it can still lend itself to this playstyle. Basically, you don't have to reload your Witherhoard or your SMG if you time it right. So you can shoot a Witherhoard, maybe you stick someone with it, that's an automatic kill, or maybe you don't, but it's on the ground and now you're zoning them. Then you can switch to your SMG. Then after you shoot your SMG for a bit, you can switch back to your Witherhoard. It just has really good synergy between the two. And it's actually kind of a somewhat known loadout. I don't see it as much anymore, but it definitely used to be pretty popular at one point. So yeah, definitely try Witherhoard as well. And so that's about all I have to say. I think this exotic is actually super strong. It might be one of the best ones I cover during this sort of series I'm going to do. It's also only going to get stronger with the upcoming special ammo nerfs. They're nerfing shotguns, fusions. Turns out they're actually nerfing snipers as well. And there's going to be less ammo for everything. So double primary is going to be even stronger than it is now. And this exotic already competes right now even with fusions and slugs being how they are, so it's only going to get a lot stronger. So definitely start trying this out, start practicing. It's going to be really strong. I don't know if it'll ever be meta just because you have to run an SMG, but if you do like SMGs, there's really no other exotic you should run. This is definitely the way to go. So I have a few more clips at the end and some insane sprees I got while testing, so feel free to stick around. going insane! Dude, that was the most insane fight I've ever done. It's not even over.
Oh my
Go, dude.
I got you on you.